dots really is just a bunch of like kind of curves, kind of like how you when you're a kid and you draw clouds a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
not like that big, but just like that's how the writing looks. But where that writing is, that's where the Egyptian gods are. It's like the opposite of what should be like the Hindu stuff should be over there with that writing, and the Egyptian writing should be with the Egyptian people. But I think what is all trying to say is that um it that is all stemming from it all comes from the same frequency. And it's saying on this writing with the clouds, like writing is saying that oh man,
You're doing good. Take your time, just look around and just see the images that call out to you and see what messages are laying there for you to discover.
that the
If
foundations of each society was laid at the same time on different lands by different gods, but they're all the same gods and or angels. They're all the same, but they have their own interpretation of what the Christ frequency should be translated into when it comes to the flesh. Man,
Mhm.
I just found my bracelet and my rings and my necklaces
Where were they?
in the hands of Krishna.
The statue?
Yes.
I'm wondering if you're able to go over to that when you touch the statue, it doesn't come alive or anything. Does it have the ability to do that? Like, are you able to connect with him in that way, or is it just there for like what's the purpose of the statue?
To give praise and remembrance to the great ones. And when I touch, when I touch the statue, it gives me memories of the old days.
Mm. Are they all connected as
It
well
was
to the Anunnaki? What was that?
a whole lot.
What?
She loved me a whole lot.
Who? Krishna?
Yes,
Oh.
we worked together for a lot of years. I'm not mad at her. Let's see.
Why would you be mad at her?
'cause she turned me blue
How did she do that?
with her magic because she said that I wasn't paying attention to my job as I should because I was so handsome and I smelled good too. And all the ladies used to love me.
Are we talking to Yama?
I'm always here.
I knew you were gonna come in. How are you? Blessings and love. Welcome.
I'm doing very well.
Thank you for bringing her here. What happened? What color is Krishna and how did you get turned blue? I thought you guys were Anunnaki and you were just different colors. Can you explain that?
Well, to be honest, I was green before, which differentiated me from some of the other gods. And she changed my color to get my attention so that I could get back on my job of taking souls where it needed to go in the underworld.
So what does the color blue signify? Did I say that right?
The
Um,
blue is so divine.
oh,
Blue comes from a frequency that is of high ranking, and it signifies purity and harmony and healing. It is almost equal to the color purple. The color purple frequency and portal is very sacred.
so you weren't paying attention to your job and she did you a favor and did she upgrade you from green to blue or
Unbeknownst to me,
she
that
gave
I
you a
found
higher rank?
out
So what was green then? If blue is so divine, what is green considered?
green is also a beautiful, divine color. It
Uh-huh.
just comes from a different frequency, and it doesn't have as much strength as the frequency and sound of blue.
Oh.
I like being green, but I
Did
really love being blue. But I was pissed when she turned me blue. I was not expecting that. I got more
how,
attention.
how did it happen? Like in an instant, or did you have to? eat something, or did you wake up and you were just a different color? How does that
Happened in
happen?
an instant, but she's scolds me about me not being on time when it comes to leading people where they need to go. So that was her way of showing me that she meant business. And I didn't know exactly what that meant before. And then I
Uh-huh.
found out later that she pushed me up in ranks and gave me more power. At the time, I didn't really want to hear what she had to say because she didn't want to hear what I had to say.
She
But when
didn't?
no, she wouldn't really let me talk. And then what could I really say if I wasn't where I needed to be at the times that the souls needed me?
Uh-huh. Mhm.
But
Now, was this all before the big great flood with Inky and Enlil?
yes,
Pre-flood era. We're talking.
yes, it was before the flood.
Okay. So there was a lot of you, so there was a lot of alien, I don't, I hate to say alien and make it sound funny, but you know what I mean. There was a lot of what we think of aliens now, but there was a lot of star people here back in those days, for sure. The earth was filled with them, right?
And yes, we come from different frequencies, but it's not in the way that people see it from a human standpoint. It's not the way that they view our frequencies.
Oh, I see.
We and they don't know that we were all here at the same time periods, just on different lands, and we each had our people and our way of doing things.
Can you talk a little bit about your trips down to the underworld? What's that like when you take the souls?
It's like going, you mean like going through the portal of the underworld in the liquid?
Yeah, can you explain that? When they
It's
go to the
like,
underworld, where are they going? Is that just the next level when you die, or is that like Hades?
no, it's going into the liquid. And it's like if we're in reality or what people feel like reality is, when you get to the door that leads to spirituality, that's the liquid. So when people are crossing over into spirit from flesh, it's a lot that goes on in the liquid frequency and portal. There's everything is in there. And Anu calls it the lie portal, Lye.
Why is that? Why
Because
does people call it?
is anything is possible in the
Mm,
liquid. Everything is in the liquid. There's all kinds of things going on there, like when you get in there, you may see cartoon people, you may see other entities, you may see lights, orbs, you may see just a mixture of things. It's like when you are watching TV and you click the guide button and you get a list of all these channels and you can slide through the channels to see which portal you want to go into from the liquid. But it is the gateway or bridge into all other dimensions. So when people go there, if they don't have guidance, they won't know which way to go. Something can come out of a portal and take them to a place that they don't belong, or entities may come and hijack their soul.
Wow. A lot of work. So you being there helps them cross over,
Yes. And
and you're able
they,
to battle anything that comes for them. Do you have to battle things as well?
yes,
Oh, wow.
there's a
So,
lot that goes on there. So I may have to battle or fight with some other entity that may be wants to take the soul for themselves or play spiritual games with them
mm,
or fool them into going into places or getting them, the entity, into places that it wouldn't be able to get into those portals had not this particular soul taken them there.
oh,
So it's a lot of foolery and trickery that can happen when you go into the liquid place.
is this is it possible that they get stuck in? I heard some people call them something traps, soul traps. Is that what that is considered? Something
If
like
you
that, where
if you would
you're.
like to put a name to it, it can be. And
Mhm.
then sometimes I will have to go into those portals and find them and take them where they need to be. So usually I am supposed to be at the door when they come so I can make sure they get to the proper dimension that they're supposed to go.
So you sound like a very, very busy person. Is this like a 9 to 5? Do you get shifts or do you get breaks? How exhausting is this for you? Do you get tired
Very
at all?
exhausting. That's why I was trying to tell Krishna that I need a break sometimes because Anubis and who some call Osiris wasn't always there to help at the door because they are at and in other portals in the liquid.
Mm,
So we needed more gods to help with this particular job.
yes. So you don't do this alone anymore?
I've never done it alone.
Oh, okay.
Just can't always be everywhere at the same time when there's so many different portals and
Yeah.
so many different scenarios that can take place when people come to that liquid door.
Wow. Right.
And people always wonder why we have a lot of arms.
Uh-huh.
That's
Mm,
why we have a lot of arms because we have to do multiple things at one time.
yes. So would you say all the gods, the Hindu gods that you see with multiple arms, they also assist in crossing people over?
I don't know if you really call it a crossover, but
Or
yes,
through the liquid, guiding them like a tour guide or
yes,
security guard,
yes,
bodyguard?
security guard, bodyguard, or soul guard. And
Yeah.
also sometimes while opening one portal, I may need to hold another portal closed so that none of the entities could come out of that one while we go into this one. Or maybe I need to try to hold on to a couple of souls because they're so excited and can possibly be distracted by some of the things going on in the liquid.
Yes. You need to bring them some type of brochures along the way to give them something to read so they're distracted.
We're working on it. We're working on it because we need some of these souls to understand that this is a serious place to be in. It looks cool. It feels cool to be free. And it's a lot of different places that you can go once you get in the liquid, just like we're in right now.
Uh-huh. Where are you right now? Can you tell me what time period this is where you are, where you've taken her? You said before the flood. What would that be if you had to put a number
This
to it?
time period that we're in at this present moment is now.
Right, of course. But
We
if we,
are in what they call the Grand Canyon, and this is where a lot of each of the cultures that we built, some of which you call artifacts, were kept and are still kept because this would be the best place for them to last for eternity. And we have things in here that will be needed at a time when mankind opens up a portal in the liquid and releases some of the souls that should not be roaming about in this time and space.
yes. So are you saying that Before the lands were flooded and everything was one, that the Grand Canyon was like the original Egypt, I guess you could say. People seem to think that. So you're telling me there's hieroglyphics there and this is where it all, so is it,
Everything, everything, everywhere at the same time was Egypt.
oh,
That's what you guys call it.
why was it so special?
Everywhere.
What was it about Egypt? What was it about Egypt? Can you say?
Well, the powers that be feel like that's where they want to keep the attention so that everyone is distracted with that one place, but Egypt is everywhere,
Oh,
on every continent. And the better information and understanding is outside of Egypt and is in America and is in Asia and is in India and is in South Africa and in South America and Antarctica and under the water where some of our cities were covered in water, but we all still have bases, even if it's under the water where man cannot go.
is the military aware of these places? Do they
They
try to like come there to bother you guys, or are you guys completely hidden?
they will get blown into smithereens if they try to come anywhere near. They don't have any type of idea of how far the rabbit hole goes.
I love that. So, is it safe to say that the Hindu gods and everything that was connected is also all Anunnaki?
Yes,
Okay. Um, what else would you like her to know in this place? You came for your jewelry. You got your jewels. How did you leave your jewels behind? Did you put them on?
no, I think someone left them here for me.
Oh,
I think Krishna,
oh, a gift?
he's here for me because she knew that I was preoccupied with everything else that I haven't had time to even wear jewelry. But I love them. She took them from me when she turned me blue.
Oh, so when she took your jewelry, you thought she was demoting you or something?
Yes.
Oh, she's very tricky. Can you tell me
Mhm.
a little bit more about Krishna? What is she like? And how was her connection with Toy? And can she call upon her for help? She's going through all kinds of stuff. Is there any significance there and any messages there for her?
Krishna, so beautiful and divine. Krishna, so strong and so pure. So much love, but don't get on her bad side because she can morph into the worst thing imaginable. But all she wants is for humanity to have peace, balance, and harmony. She looks out for the better part of humanity, and people have no idea that she holds this realm together.
Mm.
And she doesn't even like praise. She just does what the frequency has led her to do. But Krishna is such an emblem of strength, resilience, and bravery. A lot of people don't realize that the Hindu, Buddhist culture and gods play a big part in holding this realm and reality together.
I was told that if the Buddhist monks stopped praying for humanity, that the earth would fall.
Ashe, yes, this is true.
Yes, I've always respected the Buddhist monks. That was one of my journeys. I needed to know and feel the connection, and I definitely um, am glad I did. I did. Does Krishna have any messages for Toy?
Yes, she she says that Toy feels like someone is purposely doing things as a joke, but it is not a joke. And Krishna just wants to get these lessons across so that it sticks and stains, so that there will be less incarnations.
Less incarnations with the whole family or just her?
Her whole family is her.
True. But I know that we are living in the last days as we know it. And I was under the impression that when people are leaving now, that um, are they reincarnating into the 3D? Do they still have time to do that?
Yes, there are a lot of incarnations taking place,
People
and
to
we're trying to make sure that we all come at this time. We're trying to make sure that things are going as planned.
And what do you think about everything, the way things are going? I know before you guys were helping um, Biden. Was it Biden or Trump? I can't remember. Um, what do you think about what's happening here with the politics and stuff? Is it playing according to plan, or is there something fishy going on?
There's always something fishy going on. And
Right.
fish stink. We have other entities that always want to be a part of the game. So we allow them to play, but their time is almost up.
Oh, I like that. Is there anything else that she needs to see in the space? Is there anything else you want to do in the space that you were here? Do you want to
That's why I
take
can
her,
grab my key.
grab your key?
Yes.
Yeah, you know, you can stay in the space and walk around and show her these things because she can see them through your eyes as you're going. Is this a good time for you to answer some questions while I have you here?
Now, right now, I'm looking for my key and I need to grab a few more things.
Okay. What are you looking for? Anything you'd like to share?
I'll share when I find it.
I'm trying to picture you walking through like a cave, looking around,
I
going
have
through.
pieces that no one can get a hold of because if the powers find this, there will surely be destruction.
Oh. Now, these powers that you talk about, they're not the same powers that I was under the impression the powers were a group of archangels that traveled through the underworld with, I guess, that do what you do. Is they wear
So, I mean,
I don't know if that was a real branch.
low vibrational entities that feel like they have power in this realm.
Oh, right.
They cannot have this.
Yes. Can't be leaving anything around for them to get. Were you not able to find it before?
No, I didn't know where it was because the cave systems in the Grand Canyon is large. I don't know how we found this place.
Yeah, you use the quantum elevator.
Amen. Wow.
No.
I think I found everything that I need.
Wow. Beautiful. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you for helping.
Yeah, I'm glad I could help. Not every day I get to help an amazing archangel. So would you be considered as on the angel list as far as an archangel or just an angel? How does that work? If I could ask. Yeah.
I am a part of the hierarchy of angels, or what people consider as angels.
Mm, wonderful.
I'm gonna leave now.
You're leaving that space? Are you taking her to another space or are you just leaving for now?
This is so crazy with all these things. And then I want to get a few coins that I see in this box. And it has an elephant on there. And it's some cool little gadgets. So I'm gonna take this bag that's with this box right here so I can take it back with me when I get ready to go.
Okay. You went shopping, huh?
Think Yama is gone.
Yeah, he came in and got his stuff and took off. Look down at your feet. Can you see your feet?
Yes,
What do your feet look like?
they look like swimming, thin swimming shoes, I guess.
Oh, all right. So describe everything around you. What do you see and where do you go from here?
Um, don't know. I kind of want to get out of here because it's so dark. Would like to
You
come
do?
in here with somebody else. Maybe next time Aki can come in here with me so we can move around in here and try to figure out what all is in here. So I'm kind of scared. I don't want to run into nobody or whatever.
I think you should be okay. Are you ready to move along from this scene?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, we're gonna close that scene, and we're gonna move along through time and space. You're gonna move along through time and space to another place where you can get answers for your highest healing. We're gonna leave those energies there so they can continue on. We're gonna thank Yama for jumping in and grabbing what he needed, and hopefully he'll be back in a little bit to talk to us some more. But we're just going to give thanks and leave that space. And we're going to move along to another time and place where you can get answers for your highest healing, somewhere that you need to be, somewhere that you need to see, or someplace where you can get answers. And we're going to imagine you moving through time and space, slowly, slowly, slowly coming to a stop now. Be there now. Look all around you. Tell me, what do you see, sense, or feel happening? Where are you?
I'm in the parking lot.
Still in your Merkaba?
What was the question?
I said, where are you? What do you see around you?
I'm in a parking lot and it looks like I'm parked in front of but I'm in a car and I'm parked in front of a